Hello everybody, Bruce Elgord here, back with part 4 of processing HTML forms with PHP. In this video, we're going to add the last field, which is the comments field. And the comments field is part of the $_request array, or super global, right? The associative array. And let's just right here, actually, let's put it, let's do it right above the gender here. It's a lot like this one right here. And we will say, actually, let's just rob and duplicate. Let's just copy the code here, okay, that we typed in earlier. And this one's going to be for the comments. So if the comments are not empty, right, if there are comments, let's go grab them and assign them to a variable called comments. And let's see, if there are no comments, let's just say comments. And let's just say here, no comments were entered. No comments were entered. Please enter some. Okay. So what I'm assuming here is that all these fields are required. Okay. So I have those fields, and now I'll add to the check on the bottom and say, not the check, but where we display all the values, I'll say if we have all those names, street, gender, and comments, then we can just print out the comments here. So I'm going to copy this line. I'm going to go here and go here, paste it in, and say here, the comments you entered were, the comments you entered are, and then we'll say $comments, $comments. Now, if all the fields are filled out, we're going to see all the values. In fact, let's just echo out one thing here. We'll just say, well, inside here we'll do it. We'll just say echo. We'll put an H1 just for the heck of it and say here's the info you entered. Okay, and we'll close the H1, and we'll put a semicolon at the end of the statement, and we'll go back. We'll go back to our form. We'll hit refresh. Well, we'll hit enter, not refresh. Be careful. And we'll type in Bruce Elgort, 123 Main Street. We'll select a state of Oregon, and we'll say other. And we'll say these are my comments. And we'll hit submit. And here's the H1. And here are all the values that we entered, right? So if we go back and we hit enter, and we just submit, right, it's telling us that all these 4 fields, right, were not filled in. Please select a gender, the street is a required input, you know, just stuff that would you know, stuff that's required. Sorry about that. And let's put an else down here, by the way. Where should we put it? Where should we put it? Because the script here is echoing out each time, right, it finds an error, right? But if there are no errors, right, it is just displaying the info here, right? So what I'm asking you, my faithful viewer, is where would you place some text, right, to display the fact that there are errors, right? There are things that the person needs to do, and that they should go back, right, and fill out the form. So what's happening here in each if statement is we are echoing out information right here, right? You see? As soon as the error happens, we're echoing it out. So how do you think, right, we could place a single echo statement to show if any errors occurred, right? So you're probably saying to yourself, we could put an else here, right? But this else is going to happen, right, after everything above it here has been echoed out already, right? So what you could do is you could assign, right, each one of these things into an array which we haven't gone over yet, and then cycle through the array to display all the errors. So I want you to hold that thought, okay? I'm going to put this code in Canvas for you to review, and then in another video, we'll talk about how to refine this down, okay? Using an array to store any errors that occur, and then cycle through the array to echo out each of the array elements if they exist, right, with the appropriate thing, with the appropriate error, okay? Now, the last thing I want to show you, okay, is you've noticed that we've used this $request thing here, right? Now, that's for handling a request, and it can contain a lot of other things. There is something in PHP that will handle just the post information that's being specifically sent as a post request, right? So see right here, right, the method equals post. So what you can do, okay, in PHP here, right, is you can replace all of the $_requests with $_posts, because that's another super global, okay? So let's go to find, and let's go to replace. And what do we want to replace? We're going to replace $_request, right, with $_post. Okay, do you see that? You see that? So let's replace all. So there, I replaced it all. So now you can see that I have $_post. I don't have $_request anymore. And if I save this, and I go back, and I go to the end of the URL and hit enter, okay, I'm going to say Bruce Elgort. Yes, I'm yelling. 12123 Main Street. We'll select a value, Oregon, and we'll say I'm male. And these are my uppercase comments. And we'll hit submit. And it works exactly the same. So just know that when you are posting and you know the request type is in fact a post, use the post superglobal, okay? If the method is get, okay, in the form, then you can use $_get, okay? I'll save that for another video, okay? Covered a lot in this video, so if you have any questions, let me know, okay? Thanks a lot.